how much disagreement we will have, in fact, because I look at the panel, and I know the views of the panel members, I think, pretty well, and I look at people I know in the audience, and actually it feels to me a little like only half the argument is in the room. My hunch is that probably everybody here would consider themselves an optimist in tobacco harm reduction. That's to say, like Lynn, we think there is much more to be gained than lost through tobacco harm reduction, including electronic cigarettes. I'm just going to start with a story of a conversation I had just Friday evening. I was in the pub with my brother, and he said, my brother, I should say, is a committed smoker and a former vapor, and he said, why do you keep banging on about electronic cigarettes? They're bad for you and they don't work. Now, obviously I disagreed with him because I disagree on both those counts. Unfortunately, I had a bit of an uphill struggle. One, because he has a PhD in cell biology and I don't. And the other is, he has an electronic cigarette and I don't. He has used, he's had his electronic cigarette for maybe 2 years, used it on and off, didn't really get on with it. I come from a big Irish-Italian family, which means that most of us have been smokers at one time or another, and 3 are still smokers. I have my big sister who has used her e-cigarette a lot, and for a while at least, has completely replaced smoking with her e-cigarette. I have my brother, you know about him. He's a bit of a prickly character. I have another sister who won't even try, she won't even have a conversation about them. And I think that kind of, in a sense, reflects the diversity, but not the proportions of smokers' experience in this country. So we have about 1 million smokers who currently use electronic cigarettes. And we have, by our survey, about 2.5 million smokers who have tried electronic cigarettes, used them in the past, don't currently use them. And then probably twice as many as that combined with smokers who have never even tried them. So like my youngest sister. And a whole bunch of them share my brother's views. Rory and I have been doing these surveys on users of just general attitudes to smoking. It's a big survey, and now we've been looking for the last 3 or 4 years at electronic cigarette use. Now we have quite a large number of users and ex-users, and it's really quite interesting to see why people stop using them. And overall, the largest number stopped using them because they weren't good enough. And I just think we need a system that gets really large numbers, not 1 million, but closer to 10 million smokers using electronic cigarettes, replacing their smoking with electronics. So how do we win back that 2.5 million disaffected people who've tried vaping and it didn't really work for them? How do we convince the 5 million who have yet to try to give it a go? And I think what we need to do is that we have to reassure people that they are safe and effective, both safe and effective. And at the moment, there are a whole lot of people who think that they're not effective because they've tried them, they've found them to be effective. And a whole lot of people who say they're not safe, even though there's no evidence of harm so far. So that's my mission. Reassure people that electronic cigarettes are safe and effective as far as we can see. And that means we need safe and effective products which are plainly and independently validated as safe and effective. I don't think the market can deliver that. I think that I'm a market cynic. I think markets act in the interest not for small consumers, but for big producers. It's the big players who get the benefits from markets. So, should you regulate these products as medicines? People keep saying to me, no, they're not medicines, people don't use them as medicines, therefore you can't regulate them as medicines. And they point out that some vapors have used them to quit, but lots use them for situations where they can't or don't want to smoke, what doctors would call temporary abstinence. Some are committed long-term users. Some have used them just to cut down, to replace some of the cigarettes they smoke. That's right. But you know what? nicotine replacement therapy currently licensed are licensed for all those uses too. Okay? There's no reason why you couldn't apply exactly the same standard to those products. So, I mean, if we look at the proportions that people use these products for, according to our survey, so I don't know, we had about 1,000 people who no longer use electronic cigarettes, about 500-600 who currently do, and in our latest survey, 34% said they wanted to quit completely, 28% said they wanted to be using them to prevent a relapse, because they had relapses before, relapse to smoking addicts. About 1 in 5 said that they were using them to cut down without quitting, they didn't want to quit, and about 15% saying that they were using them for what we call temporary abstinence, for just quitting for a bit, for a while, not quitting for good. So, there is no doubt electronic cigarette users are a key group, a key interest group in this debate, right? We need vapers to have a strong voice, and not enough people are really paying attention to the experience of electronic cigarette use. But they're only one voice, and I've got to say, I have to be concerned with the other voices too. I am concerned not just with my sister, who's had a great experience, but also my brother, who's become a disaffected vapor, and my sister, who distrusts him so much she won't have him in the room with her. I'm not just concerned about that, I'm concerned too about the rest of the public health lobby. Your experience of harm reduction in drug use and is maybe different from mine. You said there was a lot of fighting, there was a huge amount of fighting, and the same in harm reduction in sexual health, and it was conducted in a way where people wouldn't get off their bloody high horses, and anybody who disagreed with them was a fool or a knave, and that's not good enough. We need a proper grown-up conversation about this. I mean, I think we, and you, are having that grown-up conversation, but I don't think it's good enough to pretend that everybody else, anybody who disagrees with you, is somehow an idiot. So, thank you. And that means we have to have a bit of a conversation with some of my public health colleagues, because they don't listen enough to smokers and to vapers and to ex-smokers. What I want them doing is reassuring smokers that there is a safe and effective alternative to smoking. Not spending that same time talking to politicians to try and get electronic cigarettes banned, or to try and get them banned on the tube, or in workplaces, or in taxis. None of that is helpful. So there's a really important job for the public health profession in tobacco harm reduction, but it's supporting it, not opposing it. So I guess that's where I would end it. We've got a big bus and we want them on it too.